So during this weekly fragrance rotation, we sort of had like a bipolar week where it was very sunny and warm, and then we had some cooler, foggy, kind of rainy days. So stay tuned and find out what fragrances I chose to wear throughout the week. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hunter here and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, what I do is I make fragrance related content. So if you love fragrances, go to hit that subscribe button down below, and also be sure to follow my fragrance Instagram page where I have been posting daily over there. But today, guys, like I said, we're doing another weekly fragrance rotation. I'm going to try to keep these consistent every single week for you guys, since I love making these, I love watching these kind of videos, and you guys seem to as well. So, and if you're not familiar with what I do in these weekly fragrance rotations, we pretty much go over what fragrances I chose to wear on each day, the kind of weather and temperature it was, how many sprays I did, and if we got any compliments or not on that particular fragrance. So let's start this week off on Sunday. So on Sunday, I was pretty much just at home most of the day, kind of just relaxing and hanging out, even though it was a very sunny, high 80s kind of day on that day. And for some reason, I had an itch for a Vetiver, and this is a very high quality Vetiver fragrance. And of course, I'm talking about Hermes, to the Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver, guys. And this fragrance is probably as big as my head because this is actually the 200 ml size bottle, which will probably outlive me. So yeah, I had to wear this one because I absolutely love it. It does kind of have like a waxy kind of nature to it. It has a very nice citrusy opening as well. And the vetiver in this one is just done so good. It smells of quality, I gotta say that. But on that day, just kind of relaxing at home, not doing much. I did go 4 sprays of this stuff. Got no compliments on that day either because I wasn't really around anyone, of course. But I definitely did compliment myself because, man, I definitely enjoy wearing this one at home on that day. All right, so heading into Monday. So Monday is actually my first day back at work for the week. So I was at work pretty much all day long. It was also extremely hot, almost 90 degrees on that day, and clear skies, sunny weather. And on that day, I actually pulled out a fragrance that was my first time wearing it, and it's a very hyped up fragrance in the community. And I definitely put this on my wish list because I don't have a bottle, but it is from the Decant X, actually hooked me up with this. It is Yves Saint Laurent's Tuxedo, guys, from their obviously higher end private line kind of thing. And wow, this is just a love at first sniff, especially if you're a lover of patchouli fragrances. You will definitely love this. It also has a nice salty ambergris, especially when it starts to dry down. It does have a violet in here as well, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and you do get a burst of violet in the opening, very strong. But that doesn't actually last that long until you start to get that ambergris patchouli combination. And it just smells amazing, guys. Now, I do want to let you guys know, check out this Decant X decant right here. It's actually very nice. If you want to check them out, guys, I do have a code for you, Hunter15. You can get 15% off, and they have a huge variety of fragrances that you can select from. And instead of blind buying a fragrance, definitely check them out and get a decant of whatever fragrance you want. But yeah, on that day, I did go 6 sprays of Tuxedo, and I actually took this decant to work with me, kind of just put it in my bag, which is another great thing about this because you can just re-up throughout the day. And trust me, I was. Whenever I kind of wanted to just re-up on it, I would spray me. And yeah, it was just such a pleasure. I will probably be getting a bottle of this stuff very soon. So yeah, that's what I chose to wear on Monday to work is Tuxedo. And I did not get any comments from anyone either because it's not really a compliment magnet, I wouldn't say. Even though it's not really daring either. But yeah, that's what I chose to wear on Monday. For Tuesday, also at work pretty much all day long. It was a little bit cooler than Monday, but it's still in the 80s and sunny weather. And I just pulled out a dumb reach because, guys, I was pretty much standing in my collection, deciding on what I wanted to wear. Couldn't decide, kind of running late, stretching it. And I just pulled out Armav's Club de Nuit Intense Man, the Eau de Parfum Flanker, which is a lot smoother, a lot more well-rounded than the original EDT. Doesn't project slightly as much, but still pretty much nuclear performance, guys. And if you don't know what this is, which I'm sure you do, it is a clone of Creed's Aventus, a very smoky kind of batch of Aventus, and it's just so good. Even though it gets a ton of hate, but I absolutely love it. And on that day, I did go 6 sprays of Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP. Got no comments either, which is surprising because every time I wear this one, a lot of people lose their mind over it. But yeah, no one decided to comment on that day. Yeah, just a perfect dumb reach fragrance. You can get these at a very affordable price, like 50 bucks for a huge 200 ml bottle like I have in hand of the EDP. Highly suggest that. It's extremely worth it. especially if you're looking for a versatile, compliment magnet fragrance you can wear all seasons, all occasions. This is the fragrance for you. Even though it is a little bit like synthetic, it is a little bit piercing, but not so much as the EDT. But yeah, that's what I chose to wear on Tuesday. Heading into Wednesday. On Wednesday, also at work, but it was a rainy, slightly cooler day. Still in the 80s, but like low 80s if I'm not mistaken. And I guess I was just in the mood for like Aventus DNA this week, and you'll find out later as well. But this one here also shares similarities to Aventus with a twist. And of course, I'm talking about Banana Republic's Midnight Hour, guys. This is from their brand new launch alongside Tuberose Overdose and Velvet Pomegranate. But this one just absolutely blew me away when I first smelled it. It is similar to Aventus. You would definitely, if you smell this one, you will get that DNA. But what this one does different is you replace the pineapple with melon. And man, they did a fantastic job. It comes across a little bit tropical from the melon. You also have an oud in the base, which actually is pretty strong, which obviously Aventus does not have. But yeah, I love this one. On that day, I did go 6 sprays of Midnight Hour to work, and I was smelling it throughout the entire day. Didn't even really go nose blind to it either. So yeah, this one is actually one of the strongest from the entire Icon line, which they have, I believe, 17 now with the 3 brand new ones. And I own every single one of them, and this is definitely probably my top 3 now. Fell in love with this one, guys. On that day, I did not get any comments from anybody either. But man, I was enjoying it, and it put a smile on my face throughout the entire day of work. Wrapping my work week off on Thursday, guys, I actually pulled out a fragrance I haven't worn in quite some time, but I just really was kind of in the mood for it. I've been smelling it on people, especially the DNA, because this is so overhyped nowadays. Everyone is wearing either this fragrance or a clone of it. And of course, I'm talking about Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540, the EDP original launch. Now, man, it's unfortunate though, because you smell this fragrance DNA on a lot of women, even though it doesn't really, it's not a feminine fragrance. It is unisex. A guy can definitely pull it off, but it kind of does come across like cotton candy, like burnt sugar, a little bit spicy from the saffron. On that day though, it was a very foggy day, like extremely foggy, especially in the morning. It was around like low 80s as well. I did go 3 sprays of this stuff to work, so I actually didn't go heavy on the trigger at all, because you actually don't need to. For some reason, guys, Baccarat Rouge 540 just performs fantastic. Even though it is very transparent, it comes across very airy, but there's something about this that pushes off the skin very nicely. You only need like 1 to 3 sprays. I remember one time I sprayed this on my wrist one time, and it got on my Apple Watch, like the sport band. And even after washing the Apple Watch many times, I still can pick up Baccarat Rouge months later, guys. I'm not even kidding you. This stuff is just so good. Francis Kurkdjian definitely did something special with this, and now it's pretty much as popular as Aventus, which is crazy. But that's what I chose to wear on Thursday, is Baccarat Rouge 540, and did not get any comments on this one either. So on Friday, I actually went to like Saks Fifth Avenue to the mall and stuff, and did some sniffing, and actually smelled a bunch of new things I'd never smelled before, and also had a dentist appointment. So of course I had to wear something that wasn't really offensive at least, and also kind of crowd pleasing. And I was just in the mood for this fragrance because of the other fragrances we chose to wear as well, which was similar. And of course I had to pull out the original, of course, Creed Aventus, guys. Wow, I love Aventus. This is the king for a reason, especially for what it did for perfumery, guys, especially niche fragrances. This one just started it all pretty much. Even though it released in 2010, but the popularity of this stuff cannot be topped, especially with niche fragrances. I know we talked about Baccarat Rouge is right up there with Aventus, but man, yeah, Aventus is also very popular, but you don't really smell this that much on people like you do Baccarat Rouge, at least that DNA. But on that day, I did go 6 sprays of Aventus to the dentist's office, and also to go out shopping and stuff like that. And when I was at Saks, I actually smelled some Dior Privés, such as Tobacco Color, which I fell in love with. Fantastic tobacco, honey combination fragrance I love. Purple Oud, which is another good oud from them, alongside obviously Oud Ispahan. I also smelled their Jasmine. I forget the name exactly, but that was a very nice feminine kind of a natural smelling garden jasmine, which I love. But yeah, that's pretty much what I chose to wear. Just go out shopping. Did not get any comments from anybody either on that day. But yeah, I love Aventus, and everyone should actually try this fragrance or have a bottle in their collection, in my opinion. Especially if you're in the fragrances somewhat even, you should definitely check out Aventus. All right, so wrapping the week off on Saturday. So Saturday, I actually decided to pull out a cheapie that I found at Burlington, which you would actually know if you follow my Instagram. I posted a reel of a Burlington fragrance hunting, and I actually picked up this bottle because I just could not pass it up, especially at the price. And I saw a little bit of hype behind it. Of course, I'm talking about Tahitian Waters by English Laundry. Now, English Laundry is a fragrance house I've never actually discovered. Don't own anything from them besides this one now. And I gotta say, this actually surprised me more than I thought it would. I thought it would just be a synthetic mess and just smell very, very cheap, especially since I got it at 12 bucks at Burlington. So definitely check out Burlington, guys, if you're looking for some English Laundry, especially the ones that are actually packaged, unlike TJ Maxx where they have a lot of unboxed ones. And I gotta say, the packaging surprised me as well. It has like a niche similarity packaging, which is awesome, especially for the price. But on that day, I did go 6 sprays as well. I've been kind of leaning more towards 6 sprays for my spray routine most of the time. It was in the high 70s as well, but like a cloudy, gloomy kind of day. And this fragrance, I heard, does get compared to like Creed's Virgin Island Water, which I don't really see. You do get a ton of brown sugar in here, which actually probably differs from Virgin Island Water. Very aquatic. You do get, I think, some lime in here as well. But all in all, a fantastic summer spring fragrance. Very, very fresh. I will probably be wearing this one a lot more because on that day, it was nice. And this is actually an ADP concentration, unlike a lot of the English Laundries, I believe, are ADTs. And I got decent performance out of this, around like 5+ hours, so not bad whatsoever. But that's what I chose to wear to wrap off the week on Saturday is Tahitian Waters. Now, that's going to wrap up this weekly fragrance rotation. Let me know down below what you guys chose to wear throughout the week. If you like any of these fragrances that I chose to wear as well. But leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I'll catch all you guys in the next upload. Take care, everybody.